Symphony Orchestra. We are en bilingüe, vamos a hablar en español, con el Conductor Robert Treviño.
Yeah, we have a lot of concerts this summer. There are a lot of opportunities for people to come and hear the Cincinnati Symphony, the Cincinnati Pops, and also the Cincinnati Opera. What is a very nice thing about Cincinnati is that all these arts organizations are really very, very close. You know, you go to some cities and the opera is one thing, the symphony is another, and the pops. Here it's one very, very large family who are trying to take care of giving great art to the people of Cincinnati and the surrounding areas. And so this Sunday we have a really phenomenal concert in Washington Park, right outside of Music Hall. Yeah. And it's with the Cincinnati Opera, and the Cincinnati Symphony will be pairing up with them, and I will be conducting it. And it will be a potpourri program, very short, about an hour and a little bit plus, and we'll have some really very famous selections. And the thing about the music that we selected for this concert is that people who know opera will be dying to hear this music with some of the great singers who are coming for the Cincinnati Opera summer season. But the people who do not know opera, who just happen to be passing by, going to, you know, Taste of Belgium, having their kids play inside the water park or something like that, they're going to hear things that they've heard before and didn't know that that was opera, or did not know that they knew that. And so this program will be a nice opportunity for people to come out for free, pull out a nice blanket, and have a soda and watch and listen to the Cincinnati Symphony and the Cincinnati Opera produces. In addition to everything else that we're doing this summer, the Cincinnati Pops and Orchestra do what we call our regional Pops concerts. And it's our opportunity to go out into communities that don't often get to see the symphony. Maybe they're a little too far from Cincinnati, maybe they're a little more remote. Batesville, Troy are two of the locations that we're going to. And we go out there, we build up a tent. It starts off at noon in the afternoon. The whole bunch of staff get there, and then the orchestra arrives, and we're doing a program this year called From Stage to Screen. And so the thing behind this program that we created is the idea is that people love movies. I mean, I love movies. I went to see a movie yesterday. I will probably go see a movie today. And what's nice about all of our summer parks concerts is that they have that sort of environment. You know, it's not like at a concert hall where you sit there and you patiently listen. You can have a soda pop, you can have a salad, whatever you want to eat.
And you can eat your popcorn.
Exactly, yeah. Have kids running around playing Frisbee. We did one of these parks concerts. One of my favorite things was, I didn't know this because I was too busy conducting, but there was some kid who ran up to the stage, and right below me, the whole time the concert was happening, the kid was conducting too. So maybe he's going to have my job in a couple of years. But so our summer parks concerts are great because people don't realize, I think so often, that movies, their roots, the stories, the way they're told, the music behind them, the way they're developed, they come all the way out of opera. And so rather than just performing, a 4-hour opera that, somebody really has to invest in that, I have selected some nice parts of different operas that people have probably heard in a movie, but also opera excerpts that people can really relate to. Yeah, and then as we finish the first half, we come back, and then we go to the screen. So music from Hook, from Superman, from Star Wars, from Thor, from The Incredible Hulk, which is a whole bunch of music that is featured on
Did you choose that music?
I did, yeah.
So that's your favorite music?
I love that stuff, yeah, sure. And what's really wonderful, the thing that actually I think is very, very exciting, and I don't always appreciate this while I'm here, but when I leave and I go to conduct somewhere else, I am always reminded of how great this orchestra is, because they are one of the few orchestras in the country that in a really high level and in a really beautiful way merge between the symphonic world and the pops world, and they perform both at an incredibly high level. And I think that that's something to be celebrated and something to be exploited. And so the programs in the parks, I like for people to be able to know the Cincinnati Pops, but I also want them to know the Cincinnati Symphony also, because they're both really amazing. And I look at both and I say, well, I don't know which one I like more, because they're both really great, and they're the same people. And so I really like putting these programs together because it's an opportunity for somebody who comes in who says, I love the Cincinnati Symphony. And and then they hear the Pops, and they go, wow, I didn't know the Pops was that good. Then they start coming to the Pops, or maybe they just go to this, vice versa. So it's a really nice opportunity to have those experiences, and they're really, they say coming to a theater near you, the Pops is coming to a community near you.
So I appreciate that Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra and Cincinnati Pop for how many years we invited our community, and I want to the community to enjoy the music. As you are talking about the music, you sound so excited about it.
I'm very excited.
And I want you to the community to give opportunity to come and enjoy the CSO and the Cincinnati Pops and the opera. Give it an opportunity, give it a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing about these programs, why we do them, one of the reasons we do them is because they're a little shorter than a full-length concert, which is, maybe a 2-hour ordeal, and they happen at music halls, so you have to park, and you have to do all these different things. These concerts are designed as a way of having people be able to, in a very relaxed way, enjoy the orchestra and the music we perform, who already love it. But also for those people who've been sitting around and walking through Washington Park and looking at the music hall, and those people who've been looking through the newspaper and they see that event and they think about going, this is a great excuse to go. You can come to this because it's free. Everyone loves free. I love free things. So you can come to this. It's a very high level event. It's not too long. Your kids are welcome there. They can play. There's always things for the kids to do. In fact, we usually have like some sort of table where kids can play with things, and the program is very kid friendly, adult informative, adult friendly. Everybody has a great time at these things. I've never seen anyone walk away going, well, that was boring. No, never once. People walk away and they go, I had no idea it was so exciting.
Let's talk about from Thor, Superman to Verdi. Tell me about that, because you're going, that Sunday you're going to do Verdi, and you're going to be part of an event that is different music. Tell me about that transition. And do you like opera too?
I adore opera. I adore opera. Actually, I was telling my wife yesterday, after we had a rehearsal with a whole bunch of the singers, which was about 4 hours of rehearsals, I came out and I was just so excited. I was so elevated. I was so, I couldn't stop talking, actually. She hates that when I keep talking. But, because it's such amazing music. I always feel that people somehow can relate to opera very easily, because we hear vocal music all the time. Choruses in churches, we hear choruses at events. We hear pop singers, we hear all sorts of things that involve the voice, and people love the voice. And so, I don't know, something about it, people always enjoy it a lot. And going from two different types of programs with two completely sets of pieces of music, it's just, it's something I like to do. It's a good challenge to keep all of that in my head. But what I also like to do is that the common thread between both of these programs is that you have the Cincinnati Symphony there, this orchestra that has such an ability to do that switching back and forth as well. I mean, yeah, sure, me doing it, but at a certain point, I actually think, well, the conductor just does this. They actually have to play it, and they can go from Verdi to Thor to Superman to
Aida,
Mozart to Aida to all back and forth.
Well, we're looking forward for Sunday. We will be, once again, talking about music with you, because I want to inspire in our community to be part of this to get involved, enjoy the music, and it will bring you a smile, don't you think? You will feel happy, and that's the message that we want to say. Come to the CSO, come this Sunday at 7 o'clock at Washington Park. It's very easy. Bring your blanket.
Yes,
Bring
or
your
don't bring a blanket.
Bring popcorn, bring your children, bring your child, because it's going to be a fun evening. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, thank you.